Arts and crafts design has proven to be an enduring furniture style. It's great for people to have in their homes, and as a woodworker, it's a fun style to build in. But not all arts and crafts furniture has to have a really heavy, blocky look to it. There are plenty of other designers that put their own unique stamp on the design style, and they left specific motifs that you can add to a wide range of projects. Now take this book rack, for example. Now while it's made out of quarter-sawn white oak, one thing that makes it stand out is the square cutout pattern on the ends of the book rack. Now while it might seem pretty complicated to create those crisp 4 square patterns in the wood, you can actually do the job right here at the table saw. So what I want to do is show you exactly how to do that so you can take that idea and this approach and apply it to your projects. Now one thing that I also want to do is dispel the notion that all arts and crafts furniture has to be made from quarter-sawn white oak. For this one, I'm going to make a pair of book ends for the rack that are going to be made out of cherry. I've also used red alder to make a design just like this. So we're going to start by making 2 blanks for the ends of the book rack. In order to create the cutout pattern here at the table saw, we're going to need to cut our blank into 3 strips. There'll be 2 wide ones on each side with a narrow one running down the middle. Now the key part here is sizing the width of your blanks because you need to take into account the width of your saw blade. Then the first step is to cut those wider strips from each edge of the blank using a regular blade. Here's where we are with the blank. After ripping it apart, we have the 2 outer wide pieces and our narrow dividing strip. The next step is to create the notches. So in order to do that, I've installed a 1/2 inch wide dado blade and raised it a 1/2 inch to create the square cutouts. Now I need to create 2 notches in each of these side strips. You want to make sure when you're positioning them on your miter gauge that you have the inside edge facing down. Now to cut those 2, I don't want to reposition the rip fence between each cut. So what I've done is clamped a spacer block to the rip fence. So for one set of cuts, I'll register the end of the workpiece off the spacer block and then make a pass. For the second set, I'm going to register the end of the workpiece off the rip fence itself. So now when I make that cut, I have evenly spaced notches on all of my side strips. Cutting 2 notches on the edge of a workpiece doesn't seem like much, but when you bring all 3 parts back together, you can see the effect, and we've created now our 4 pierced cutouts for the end of the book rack. What you can do now is glue it all up and then cut it to its final shape, and you've added a classic arts and crafts detail to this book rack or frankly any other kind of project.
Thanks for watching. If you liked that tip, be sure to subscribe to the Woodsmith Shop channel. We're always adding new shop tips and woodworking videos every week, so hit the bell button to be notified. Plus, look for project plans and downloads in the description below.